The title of today's message is Something is Missing. Something is missing. It came to my attention as another few celebrities were announced dead through hanging this week. Obscure, maybe not everybody knows. We know the big ones are Marilyn Monroe's and Kurt Cobain's and Amy Winehouse and Michael Jackson, all of these folk who perceivably have reached the pinnacle of what the world could offer in terms of fame, wealth and power. Yet their demise came in such a sorrowful manner. Devoid of hope, they committed suicide. And they project in 2020 it will be one every 20 seconds that takes their life. And I ask myself, something must be missing. If 2.1 billion, a third of this planet, express themselves to be part of the body of Christ, then how can it be? We ought to give a full spectrum of the word love. Our understanding of it has changed, and sloppy evangelism has taught us this soft Jesus who pats his sheep. We forget that love had, by the 6th book of Genesis, killed the entire world apart from 8 people. In the middle of our book, love put Jesus Christ on the cross. And he saw it, well pleased. And in Revelations, love comes back again on a white steed, Yeshua. And his cloak is soaked in the blood of his enemies. It's time for us, me included, to wake up. There is a dying world out there. Is it not your calling to be a witness? Is it not our calling to say, many great men have walked this earth? Kings, counselors, warriors, conquerors. No man has left such profound impact as Jesus of Nazareth. When was the last time your soul leapt for hallelujah when it came to read the gospel? Or has it become a duty, or worse still, is it now sealed as if it's not even in your house? Oh, your soul should be leaping for that moment because you're coming to the bread of eternal life. Come eat and taste that it is good, Jesus said. Now I want to read you the last words of Steve Jobs, the original founder of Apple, Macintosh, just now last week announced as the first $1 trillion company on planet Earth. Here are his last words. I've reached the pinnacle of success in the business world. In others' eyes, my life is an epitome of success. However, aside from work, I have little joy. In the end, wealth is only a fact of life that I am accustomed to. At this moment, lying on the sick bed and recalling my whole life, I realize that all the recognition and wealth that I took so much pride in have paled and become meaningless in the face of impending death. In the darkness, I look at the green lights of the life support machine and the humming mechanical sounds, and can hear the breath of the God of death roaring closer and closer to me. Now I know when we have accumulated sufficient wealth to last our lifetime, we should pursue other matters that are unrelated to wealth. Should be something that is more important. Perhaps relationships, perhaps art, perhaps a dream for younger days. Non-stop pursuing of wealth will only turn a person into a twisted being like me. Oh, what sorrowful words. These words actually reminded me of somebody else's words, King Solomon in Ecclesiastes, when he was reflecting upon his life at the end. Vanity, vanity, I hear it whispered in the front. Vanity, vanity. All this for nothing. Wow. This man lived a life, a son of David, who became the king of Israel. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and God said, ask what I shall give thee. Pause. When you walk with God, when you have an intimate relationship with God, He comes and draws near to you. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself a long life, neither hast asked for riches for thyself, nor hast asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways to keep my statutes and my commandments as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. Wow. Walk with him, talk with him, build the temple for the glory of God. A man whose wealth at one point was measured according to the Bible as 666 talents of gold. Today's equivalent, that would be 1.1 billion US dollars. Just the gold. 1.1 billion, and he reigned for 40 years. The net worth would have been 40 billion at that time. But his heart was turned away. He wants us to be holy, pure. He's coming back for a pure bride. He wouldn't put such standards upon us unless we could achieve through the Spirit of God. Solomon fell. He fell badly. Had he been walking with God, would he have done these things? There is nothing the world can offer that will give you that sense of I'm full, I'm filled with joy. This coal that's burning slowly, and despite what comes, it's still burning with joy because you are of Him. He's watching over your life. This must be His will for me. In the middle of a trial, you can say that. It is the first thing the enemy will come after. Your prayer life. So two things I want to leave us with that this intimate prayer life and walk with God will give you. One is power. The power that all those suicidal Hollywood stars prayed but never got. They were counterfeited, or rather they were fooled by the fraudulent one. Whereas in Christ, you have power. In the time of King Darius, the presidents and the princes put a law together. Lord, you know the story. But they said, you cannot pray to anyone but Darius. And if you did, then it would be punishment by death in the form of the lion's den. We're going to pick it up from verse 19, because that's the verse where the king comes and checks in the lion's den. But just beforehand, know this. Daniel, not only did he carry on praying, he went to his room and opened the window. That was a show of strength. That's called power. Daniel, put me in the den. You're not going to rob me of the one thing that sustains me. The air in my lungs is not even as important as this prayer life of mine. So put me in the den. And so the king with a heavy heart puts him in the den. And look, let's read 19. What happens? And the king arose very early in the morning and went to haste into the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God whom thou servest continually able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. And by the way, let's take the lion. Who is the one who's like a lion? The enemy is like a lion. And who is able to deliver you from these lions? God Almighty. I tell you, the day's coming where your job and vocation is going to be at risk if you preach the gospel. It's already here. Liberalism, madness, where you can't even preach your gospel. Will you still proclaim the gospel? Daniel 4 verses 14 to 30. The backdrop of this is Nebuchadnezzar, the king, had erected a statue and said everyone should worship my statue. And there was a remnant, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. An account we all would have been taught in Sunday school. Who said no. If it be so, our God in whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. And he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will still not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and the form of his visage even changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than usual. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because of the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace so exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire slew those men who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound in the midst of the burning fire. Then Nebuchadnezzar was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake and said unto his counselors, Did we not cast three men, bound into the midst of the fire? And they answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see four men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. Not a son, the Son of God. There are folk out there who have this kind of a prayer life, and through the fiery trials of this life, you will see all firm. Is that you? Horatio Spafford was a man who must have had a prayer life like the one we just heard about in Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And for the story of Horatio is very saddening but inspiring. First of all, his son dies of scarlet fever at the age of 6. He then sends his daughters and his wife over to England to see D.L. Moody preach. They die. And he receives a telegram from his wife saying, saved alone. And then his business in Chicago falls to pieces. So no business. He gets on his ship to join his wife, and the ship travels through the same place where his 3 daughters had died in the sea. And he pens a song, It is well with my soul. When peace like a river attendeth me, does that peace attend you? I could watch a game of football, couldn't I, in the world for 90 minutes? Or a concert for 2 hours? When it comes to hearing of Solomon and David and the Jesus Christ who died for you upon that cross, we get tired. Come forward to the altar of God if you feel this is you that needs to rekindle your fire once again. Today is the day of salvation.